I think if you take the time to listen to this podcast, you'll be struck with how refreshingly honest it is. I'll guarantee you that you'll relate on some level. Let's face it, we all have trouble setting boundaries, saying no to things we don't want to do, wearing masks, being afraid to reveal our true selves, dealing with doubt, fear of rejection. Also, like it or not, we're all products of our upbringing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll tell you this much. For me, Natalie's words hit home. She's lived every single word she says. And she's at a point in her life where by revealing what she's learned and is still learning, she can be of great service to others going through it. If you listen once, you'll be back.
People should listen to the podcast because Natalie is a doer. You can look at her life and see that she's taken a lot of steps to try to make her life better or to change things. And as I often tell people, it's more important to look at someone's feet rather than to listen to their words. And so that's kind of saying someone's actions are a lot more important than what they say. And Natalie has the life experience to back that up. And I think she'll bring that into the podcast and really bring a lot of wisdom and curiosity based on her ability to take action.
There are a lot of behaviors that I have, and I'm sure lots of other people have, that we have to stop doing to have happiness and peace in our life, like arguing with people or wasting time on and energy on one-sided relationships or trying to fix people as an act of love or going along to get along. You know, we all adopt these strategies because we want to get the good stuff. We want to be loved when we really can be loved exactly the way that we are and by living out our truth, no matter how painful that might be sometimes. So I think Eager to Please is going to explore these kinds of topics and help us all be conscious of what we're thinking and the way we're being and help us along our path in being our more authentic selves.
Eager to please means to me, in simplest terms, wanting to make others happy, which on first glance you could say that's not necessarily a bad thing. And I don't think it is a bad thing, but the thing to really look at is what is the cost of someone being eager to please? Like, what are you giving up when you're so eager to please, or when you're so wanting someone to be happy? Typically, that means you don't want them to have any other feelings. And there's a real cost to ignoring every feeling except happy. So I think the podcast is not only going to get at the action somebody's taking when they're eager to please, but hopefully it's really going to dive into the cost of living a life that's seeking to please others rather than living a life that's open to the fullness of the human experience, which is the full depth of all the feelings that also often come from saying no. So anytime we're saying yes to something, we also have to look at what we're saying no to. And in Eager to Please, you're really going to get to the bottom of the cost of living a life based on ensuring that other people are happy all the time.
What are you most excited about for the Eager to Please podcast?
I'm most looking forward to the podcast because of Natalie's curiosity and her openness to hearing different perspectives. I think it's easy to get into an echo chamber of hearing what you want to hear. And my experience of being with Natalie is that she's really open and curious, and that's going to bring in a lot of different perspectives. And I think the different perspectives is really going to challenge Natalie and the listeners to think differently about things. Because when you only think about things in one certain way, there's a lot that we miss. So I think the more the listener is open to their minds being changed, that Natalie will deliver on different perspectives that will help people grow.
Hey girls, what's going on over there?
Hi, Mom. Hey, bestie.
How are ya?
Good. How are you?
Good. What does Eager to Please mean to you?
You like to please people.
No. I think it means, you can't, get enough.
I think it means, you can't stop trying to make people happy and forgetting about your own happiness to do that.